Aloha, hello, my name is Claire Maxwell at Embodied Learning Systems. Today's video is for all of you wonderful embodiment practitioners out there, especially those of you who are in your first 5 years of business. I really want you to know a couple of things that can make those first 5 years so much more abundant and so much less stressful. And so there are two things that I'm going to suggest I think you should not do. And you may get advice to do these things. I'm going to tell you, please don't do these things. And then I'm going to tell you one thing you could do that may take a little more time, but in the long run, it's going to be so worth it. All right, so number one, please don't start your business with debt. You probably already spent a lot of money on your training, and so your finances may be low. You may not have a lot of capital. However, if you start your business using a credit card or a loan, a couple of things are likely to happen. One is that you will not really be understanding some basic things about business fundamentals, because you won't have to necessarily succeed at sales, right? And if you don't fail at sales at first, you won't discover what your core values are as a teacher and what you're really all about so that the right people can find you. You won't discover who your ideal clients are and what their real needs are. Or you may not. It'll be harder for you, and you may not really discover how to reach them because you'll be covering over challenges in that area with the debt. And so in these first 5 years of business, I really want you to actually see the world of earning money, because it's actually an expression of value. People value your work, but you have to learn how to communicate the value of your work to them. And in your training, you just learned this incredible skill and craft, and that was your focus. You didn't really learn about your clients or how they perceive their needs. And that's so important in the first 5 years, okay? So please don't borrow money. You may go to a small business bureau, and what you should know about small business bureaus is they can give you a lot of support and they can give you a mentor, but most of them are funded by banks. And those banks make money by loaning people like you money. And so they will probably suggest that you take out a small business loan. And I'm suggesting you don't do that. Okay, also, this is also very tempting, and I've seen people who are in practice for a number of years try to do this as well. Please don't try to start your practice for free. It's not going to work. You're going to need to spend a little bit of money to get the appropriate publicity materials, website, cards, but not just that, you're also going to need to develop a marketing strategy of some kind. And there's so many ways to do it. There's no one right way, but it's not going to be free. So what are you going to do? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to create something called a business plan. And that means you're going to look at how much money do you need to live abundantly, so that you are not stressed out and that you can provide a beautiful service to your clients. You're going to put that in your business plan as your salary. And then you're going to put all of your business expenses, your office, all of the software you might need, any support you might need. And you could call this an ideal spending plan. But it's such a wonderful thing to envision right from the start, an abundant business for yourself. And then it's a long journey to fund that business plan. So you may need to work a part-time job or even a full-time job for a while. You may need to have fundraisers. You could have birthday party. You could ask for your birthday that people fund your startup fund. Think about it as a way to enlist people in your vision for your work and your practice. And it's going to be so much more abundant and less stressful, but it might be a little slower. Slow is sometimes so much better than fast and stressful. All right, so I hope this is helpful. I'm going to keep posting little snippets like this over the next few months. You can find out more about my work and my communities in the box below. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.